where's your leg end? Where's your hip?
Here. They're kind of about the same. I've got quite a long midsection, which is
Elongated.
Aye.
It's a bit of everything else isn't long, eh?
True. Can't have it always.
Yeah, dirty bitch. We are
Fuck wrong that man.
5 weeks out to the Granite as of yesterday, and then 6 weeks out to the PC Scottish yesterday as well. So I think the last time yourself was in, I think is it 10 weeks out, 12 weeks out? Yeah, so it's been a while. I don't know if you can tell that you'll be able to tell in the video, but today's the first day it's really felt like I've been prepping. I'm still on a decent amount of food. Just in it's lockdown, like I'm still on 400 gram plus of carbs. Not a whole lot of fat, but a decent amount of fats. So I feel very much cheeky saying that I'm dragging my feet and feel fucked and feeling the effects of prep, but such is life, I am, so I can't do anything about it. Cardio's not overly high, I'm doing 40 minutes a day, 45 minutes a day, sorry. So for myself, that's not a mental amount. I've been a lot higher. My last prep, I was on double at the end, so it's in a very nice spot currently. And yeah, the last time I did a leg video was, I don't know when, 40 weeks out. And it's almost an identical session other than the leg press has changed. That's it. That sucks. So, I've been training calves has yet to change. And since 2018, I've done calves at the start of sessions. Doesn't matter what I'm training, if I need to do calves on that day, I do them at the start. Which kind of gets it over and done with. It's like eating your vegetables first. And like, we're doing 6 sets of calves here. It's not going to take away from any of the other shit we're going to do today. And it's the same if you're doing like, say, chest and shoulders or back. If you do handful of sets of calves, it's not taking away from your big movements. At the end of the day, that calf raise, like you're going onto your tiptoes and that's it. So 4 sets here. On the seated calf, can I just work up to a set with a weight? It's heavy, and then I just try to stay there. Like my rep range is 8 to 15. But my first set with six plates is 18, and then I will stay in that range. And then the standing calf here, just 2 sets of getting 20 plus. I just find anything when your leg's straight, whether it be a toe press or a standing calf raise, the stretch you get is far greater compared to a seated calf raise. I find when you're doing a seated calf raise, I find the connection you get at the top end, the actual contraction, is far superior. But there's diddly science on that. That's just how I feel. I'm so heavier than you and I'm dieting down.
Not for long. give me 2 weeks.
What was your weight the other day? I'm doing your check-in tonight.
90.6.
90%.
I wasn't sure. Like, I sent my check-in over last night because I totally forgot about it. Because I remember you saying no changes needed, but I was like, I'll just send it over just in case. Because obviously I filled it the wee hanging at it. Like.
And in like 2 weeks, you'll go like that. Go past each other. I still don't know how I'm going to get down to under 90 pounds.
Yeah, that's.
Or at least 192, 193.
Aye. I bet there's all.
I'm still £7 over the cap. I know I'm not fucking shredded yet.
Aye.
No, see that photo I put up yesterday, like 5 weeks. As soon as I put that up, all of a sudden Instagram, the algorithm was like, I'm going to show you everyone that's doing Scottish shows. Not been looking at anyone all prep, and then all of a sudden all these fuckers kept popping up. Like, fuck off. The joys of being a broken bodybuilder. So something I've done maybe the past couple preps, and I always plan and have the intentions to continue into the off seasons, but the lackluster of it kind of dissipates. And then I also notice that like certain niggles and pains and things for myself in a way sometimes fade away, well not fade away, but like go away the higher my body fat is. But it's something that's always just gets aggravated, especially when I start to come down. I don't know if it's with higher amounts of cardio, so then my legs are just being moved more, or what, lack of body fat, but my right knee always gives me just grief, and just getting it warm takes a while. So like at the moment I've got joggers on and leggings on just to get some heat into the leg, but with this being the first quad movement, well, specifically the right leg never feels warm until I've done my first working set. But at the moment I'm doing 5 plates a side, for my first work set. So I'm trying to get as warm as I physically can, because that first work set I'm in genuine pain. Blood goes into the leg, and then the second set flies, and there's no pain. So that's where the flossing bands come in handy. The guy I go to for physio, Alan, shouted him out a bunch of times. He is fantastic. And it's something I think too many bodybuilders are ignorant of, is trying things like flossing bands. Yeah, so like I've always been very open to alternative methods to keep progressing and keep being able to train how I want to train. Whether it be Evo Foots that look like I'm wearing Squidward's feet, or flossing bands around my knees and elbows to just get some blood in the joint. Whatever it may be, don't be too much of a meathead and ignorant to think it's not hardcore, it's not cool. Your favourite influence on bodybuilders aren't doing it, so you shouldn't be doing it. Like if something's going to help me, I will always go down that route. Unless it's some really stupid gay optimal shit, then I'm not doing that. So with the hip press, like every off-season, my leg training kind of differs from how I train them in prep. I don't know why. I'm very much a big believer of what built it keeps it. Like dance with the one that brung you, or whatever the fucking saying is. And in most off-season, I'm a big advocate of squatting. Like I'm a big fan of squatting, especially with the free bar. But right as we're getting around to like 17 weeks out, 16 weeks out, I was getting some not bad knee pain, but enough that I stopped squatting. And then I went from squats to the pendulum. But I noticed certain other movements were bothering it, like hack squats. So I swapped the hack squats for the hip press and swapped squats for the pendulum. But ironically, my last prep in 2023, I was using hip press and the pendulum. So for whatever reason, I don't come back to the same shit that works in prep. Like the hip press we have in Flex, in my opinion, is one of the better ones. Like you start from an extended position on like the hammer strength one, and then the two loading points you can ever so slightly change the strength curve. So in the past, I've like kind of done some weird ratio where it's like 6 more on the bottom, a little bit on the top. Whereas at the moment, I just rather put it all on the bottom, and then just grind through it. Right, you got many warm-ups to do? What did you get last week?
I got 3 and a 10.
A side?
Aye.
So I'll do one more touch then. That's fucking sucks.
2 sets, aye.
doing fucking 3 of that, you cunt.
Eh?
Not doing 3 sets of that.
I love tea.
Just try and get into it. Well, not even try, to be honest. I'll try after prep.
I feel like you're getting older now, so you have to start liking tea.
But bear in mind, I do like. Did you try? I think I said putting your diet in. The peppermint and licorice one.
I've tried. I've not the licorice, but I've tried the peppermint.
Fantastic. But I don't know if it's because I like it because of the taste, or if I like it because when I'd have a dodgy gut and I drink that, it'd like take the pain like that.
Aye.
So I don't know if that's why I like it.
Aye, maybe. Had the
It's the same as white fish. Like it's not like I actually like the taste of white fish. I just know if I'm eating white fish instead of chicken, there's less in it. So I'm more likely to get leaner quicker.
See, when you have your fish, do you put anything on it, like, or do you just have it plain?
I prefer smoked fish, but she won't cook it. I remember when I was in the last office with Andy, I was doing 2 fish meals. So rather than chicken, I'd do fish and rice rather than chicken rice, just because I was so much easier to eat.
Aye.
And that's when my protein was really high, my fats were lower. But that's when I first started working here, and they'd know if I'd been in because the office just stink of
fish.
smoked haddock. Tastes class though. I think smoked fish is so much nicer.
I can. I'm not a fan of smoked fish.
Oh, so good. But it's not one of those things if you're out for dinner you'd ask for like smoked cod. If you did, you're a pervert. Right. Pretty much the bulk of legs is done now. So 2 sets on the hip press, which felt swimmingly good. Like I said, like once my knees are warm, kind of get the green light to just attack it, and that's why I take my time warming up. Like I was saying to Lachlan there, like I've always used a lot of in off season I do in prep, but at the moment I'm not staying like complete locked in on those progressions, because all I really want to do at the moment at 5 weeks out, inside 5 weeks out really, is just maintain where I'm able to go. So a couple of weeks ago I did 240 on that and it was too heavy. so I know that's the limit and I can't go past that. And then Arsenal strength leg press, it's a fantastic piece. Last week, Lachlan and I put the seat up from what I've been doing, and it felt a lot better.
Pump the fork. Get too
I
far.
don't think it was in the right position, so the first set felt like dog shit, and the second set felt better. But again,
we're on true squat now.
managed to maintain
Never
around
got leg
about like 9 to
extension,
10 plates a side.
Not too bad, but
Right
on
there.
that Arsenal leg press, my lower
8
back
to
is
15.
fucking screaming.
Rep
But
range, which is kind of
still
what I'm aiming for.
6 plates as well. It's not amazing, but
The one thing I'm
better than last week.
almost hyper aware of
I'll catch you one day.
is the depth I get in like
Well done, mate.
specifically
Well
like
done.
pressing movements. I don't know if it's because I've got short legs or what, but like I just feel whenever I watch it back to range of motions, shit, it looks shit. But I promise you, it feels like I'm getting my knee to my face. So, if anyone says anything. Finally landed on the posing song.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you after. It was like when I was the other day when I was listening to like 3 different ones, I was like, I can't do that one because it's like a wee bit too quick. And I was chatting to my mum last night on the phone. And I was like, what one's your favourite of these 2? And then she said, and I was like, I was going to do this other one, but it's a bit too quick. And she was like, that's my favourite song. I was just like,
And you have to do it now.
I have to do that.
Hey, mum coming to shows, aye?
Yeah, she comes to all of them.
Aye? Aye, that's fine.
Pinched my wee hips.
Yeah?
Belt pinched my skin. Legs are nearly done. So instead of doing the pendulum, I've been doing the 2 squats since Chamber Lachlan. Simply the pendulum bothers his knees. So he does the 2 squat at 6 and 2 3s for myself. So yeah, both of them are relatively like the different movements, but in terms of working up to top sets, it doesn't take an absolute age, which is what's somewhat preferred. Especially in prep, I don't want to be in here doing legs for 3 hours when the energy's lower and my attention span is what that looks. So, oh. So with the leg extensions, pretty much the majority of the last off season I've done just there. When it came to leg extension stuff, as much as I'd progressed the weight, I just noticed the knee pain I would get wasn't worth it when it comes to like the progress I was seeing in my legs. The juice wasn't worth the squeeze. And I've noticed that on some movements. Not just leg extensions, so like a chest fly, side raises for shoulders. Some movements I just feel they don't lend to progressive overload and really pushing, looking for an extra rep here and there, looking for more weight. Bear in mind that I've been training for 12 years, so the connection I have with, say, a leg extension is that I can do very, very little weight and feel everything contract. So it's something I've been doing recently, especially with leg extensions, being right at the end of legs. Like, I'm already fried. So when it comes to leg extensions at the moment, just kind of like pumpy, squeezy, shitty rep sets, but it's doing the job. Yeah, so touching on the fact that earlier I was doing all the mobility work. Again, my last prep, it was something I was being really consistent with, and then no other reason than got lazy. I'd been really consistent with stretching. Like over the years with different seminars and stuff I've done, one of the best ones I went to was with Dr. Scott Stevenson, and something he did with the practical portion of the seminar was stretching and the benefits of stretching under load and getting into these end ranges and how it does actually leads to hypertrophy and more progress. But something I've always been riddled with is joint issues. I've never, knock on wood, tore a muscle, but every issue I've had, every injury I've had has been soft tissue, whether it be like just the joint is somewhat creaky, or like the ligament or the tendon is just inflamed. And although stretching's a band-aid for a bullet wound, it does make a difference. Oh, fuck. Oh. That's a horrible stretch.
I don't think I can do that.
Go like wide with your feet first, so on your feet there, and then lean onto one quad and then twist toward me or away from me. So then as you go down, go onto that foot. So you're here.
I'm good.
So you're here. If I'm going that way, I'm going to twist my body there. So you go heel, and then go onto that toe, and your foot here. It's fun. It's one of the best stretches. See, like they are.
I'm getting fat. I'm getting fat.
Done. So it was something else. Chatting to Lachlan about. I don't know if it was on camera, but obviously some of the shots I'm doing at the moment, specifically my side shots, so like my side chest, my side tricep, my quarter turns, they're the shots I can't just get into and sit in. And the reason being is my lack of mobility and lack of flexibility. So it's always through the hips. So the fact that Lachlan's very, very on top of these things is beneficial and helpful. It means whenever I'm training with him, we'll stretch. But yeah, that's us done. So considering how I felt starting this session, happy with today's attempt. I don't know. But yeah, very much feeling in the prep now. It's something I've been saying to a couple clients, a couple of folks, is that like as much as bodybuilding is hard, what you've got to do is, it's like saying you want to run a marathon and complaining every time you have to put your trainers on and go out running. Like complaining that you have to come and train in a well-lit, air-conditioned gym on low food just makes you sound like a bitch. Like up the road, there's a food bank, well, less than half a mile from the gym, where people aren't in a position to afford to feed themselves, feed their families, feed the kids. Whereas when it comes to bodybuilding, you have to have some form of wealth, at least to a degree, to be able to do it. But we're choosing to eat less food. So when you're complaining, being like, "Oh, I'm hungry on this, I'm tired, this is shit," you just sound entitled. And that's for everyone. It's not aimed at anyone specifically. It's just in general. I've done it when I was younger. I do think over the years, when you mature, not just as a bodybuilder or as an athlete, but as a person, you kind of realise, oh, I'm lucky to do this. So I was saying to Lachlan, like, I started doing this when I was 16. I don't want to go past 36, 37 with this. I do want to enjoy somewhat of my life, and I'm not ignorant to the fact that not just the training, but the effects steroids have on my body, it's going to impact my health. So I want to get out when I can. So knowing I can only do this till 36, 37, maybe 38, means I only have so many preps left, which is, to me, means every time I'm prepping now, I have this thing of like, this one of the last times I get to do this with some of my best mates at one of the best gyms in Scotland. So I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. I'm not complaining, I'm not whinging, not be a bitch, because all it does is make you look like a dick. Complaining that you don't get to eat cake. Fuck off, there's cake in 10 weeks. Get in shape. Do your job. Done.